Today in crypto, Bitcoin could be about to see a massive bullish reversal. Ethereum is on trend to crush Bitcoin on a key metric. Institutional money seems ready to flow back into Bitcoin, and the insatiable appetite for free money knows no end. The Crypto Lark. This is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening in crypto. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts to get started off with today. So Bitcoin has had an awesome day. Nice to see that big surge coming in, pushing us back over $7,000. But most importantly, Bitcoin has made a definitive break above the 50-day moving average, which is a really great bit of bullish momentum and a great place to be breaking out above. Now, this line has been proving very important for Bitcoin recently, with it acting as resistance multiple times over the last few days. So maintaining above this line is a really great indicator of strength returning to the crypto markets. Now let's see if we can start testing upwards of that 200-day moving average, which of course is sitting around $8,000 right now. That will be our next very important hurdle to cross over to really confirm that bullish momentum has indeed come back into the market in a strong way. Now, next up, I have a very interesting chart to share with you from the guys over at Glassnode, which is of course a famous data firm for crypto. So one of their proprietary indicators is showing a full-blown bullish trend reversal may soon be confirmed. Now, the indicator is called the short-term holder net unrealized profit loss. Cool name, guys. Anyway, this indicator is showing that Bitcoin currently does remain in a bear trend. Obviously, no surprises there. But what is interesting for us is that this indicator is quickly heading towards a bullish flip over. So you see, once it crosses over that zero line, it is considered that the market has entered a bullish phase, and we are now very close to crossing that line. Of course, being close does not mean being there, so we do actually still need to see this confirm, and of course there is the risk that the market will simply turn around on us. But historically, when we do cross over that zero line, this has done well to really flash that signal to investors that the good times are back. So let's hope that we can see it cross over that line here in the near future. But with all that being said, markets do remain gripped by fear and uncertainty, so stay frosty out there, everyone. A big thank you to Crypto.com for sponsoring today's episode. So here is all of the latest from the guys over at Crypto.com. So the next syndicate event has been announced. This time, they're going to be selling $500,000 worth of VeChain at a 50% discount on the 28th of April. Of course, to be eligible to take advantage of these sales, you need to have CRO tokens staking on the Crypto.com exchange. Now, as an added incentive for staking CRO, the Crypto.com token, they're actually going to be running an Apple Gear giveaway. So up for grabs are MacBooks, iPhones, and AirPods just for staking your CRO tokens, plus, of course, the staking rates that you get and all the other benefits like getting into syndicate events that you get for staking those tokens. Also, a quick reminder, too, that the Crypto.com debit card is now shipping to the UK, USA, Australia, New Zealand, and soon all across the EU. You can get up to 5% crypto back rewards every time you swipe your card, as well as sweet perks like free Netflix, free Spotify, airport lounge access, and more. Personally, I have been loving this card. It's absolutely awesome. And as a special bonus, you can get $50 in free crypto when you use the link down below and you reserve a Ruby Red tier card or higher. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, now on for the first big story of the day. So big news here for Ethereum, as the value transfer on Ethereum has just reached parity with Bitcoin. This is massive. Ethereum is quickly becoming the dominant value transfer layer in crypto. And while we are at parity now with Bitcoin, Ethereum has been on a steady uptrend with this metric. Now, 80% of that daily value transfer is attributable to stablecoins currently, And stablecoins, of course, have been on an absolute tear recently. They've added nearly as much market cap in Q1 of 2020 as they did in all of 2019 combined. So it's no wonder, of course, that stablecoins are getting increased scrutiny from the regulators considering how much they've been expanding recently. And of course, the most likely outcome from that FSB report, which I covered the other day, probably going to be increased regulations with more KYC, more AML, more oversight, and of course, a highly likely possibility of seeing a consolidation of the more regulated stablecoins. And of course, with more and more Bitcoin being tokenized over on Ethereum, like PBTC, WBTC, TBDC, some BTC, that BTC, this BTC, all the BTC you can possibly imagine. Soon, Ethereum will start eating away at actually Bitcoin's transfer value on chain, since it will be possible to actually transfer Bitcoin, but tokenized on Ethereum. Watch out, Bitcoin. Next up, almost 2% of the world's Bitcoin supply is now under control of Grayscale Investments and its Bitcoin Trust. And the reason I'm talking about Grayscale today is that their quarterly report has just come out, and it shows that inflows into its various cryptocurrency funds has soared to an all-time high of $503.7 million. More than $1 billion was raised in just the last 12 months, and 88% of the people who are buying this, institutions. Well, Bitcoin, of course, has been the most popular of the cryptocurrencies. The last few weeks have actually seen a major increase in Ethereum, and it has actually flipped Bitcoin in demand from these institutional investors over the last few weeks. Now, while a lot of institutions did drop crypto short term in March as they moved into cash, it seems that interest in cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum, has remained very, very high from these institutional players. And it's all kinds of different funds here too. It's not just crypto native funds. Now, another story which actually supports that we see all these institutions coming back in is this story from VC firm Andreessen Horowitz, or AZ16 as you might know them. Now, they are targeting a $450 million raise for their second crypto fund. The good news that this shows us is that the big money investors still want crypto. The bad news is that they are just here for the sick gains, not for the revolution, so they'll be the first ones out the exits when things get bad. Still, though, fascinating to see what the big money is doing and that they have not lost interest in crypto. Now, moving on to the USA, a new bill called the Emergency Money for the People Act has been proposed. Now, this bill includes a $2,000 monthly payment to every qualifying American over the age of 16 until employment returns to pre-COVID-19 levels. Now, it does, of course, remain to be seen if this bill actually has any chance at all of passing. But at least this bill would be some money printing to bail out the regular people. Then, hey, money printing is money printing. But if you're going to print money, at least do it to save regular people and not the damn corporations. Still, though, you have to just keep in mind, where is this money going to come from if this bill does get passed? It's not coming from a government savings account. It's all debt. It's all inflation. The economy is just smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. Smoke and mirrors. Now, for context, too, $2,000 a month to every person above the age of 16 who's eligible will be around $400 billion a month, which is more than the federal government currently spends on everything else combined. Wowzers. Money printer go. Brr, 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 baby. Again, this bill may not go anywhere, but just look at the intent. They just can't drop that helicopter money fast enough. They love it. Money, money, money everywhere. Print it, print it, print it. But hey, at least some of that cash will end up in Bitcoin. Check out this tweet from Coinbase's Brian Armstrong. There was a spike in $1,200 deposits on Coinbase the other day, which happens to be the exact same amount that people received for the first stimulus package in the USA. Pretty funny coincidence, isn't it? Nice to see people using that free money to buy Bitcoin. Good trade. But that free money sure does go quickly, with so many people having their hands out to get that free money. Check out this story about the Small Business Administration's Rescue Loan Program. It has already hit its $349 billion limit on Thursday and is now out of money. $349 billion in loans Just like that. Gone. I wonder where they're going to find more money for loans, because now they're going to need more money for more loans. If only there was some way to just click and print more money. Oh, wait, there is. That's right. That's all they do. Just go click. Aha, another $349 billion. It's crazy, man. Remember, the Federal Reserve has promised infinite liquidity for this crisis, and they meant it. No matter how far, no matter how insane, they will print it. They will print the dollar into oblivion. And while the current crisis is particularly crazy, look at these figures for 12 major economies, including the US, China, the Eurozone, and Japan. It's shocking. It shows that the aggregate money supply has more than doubled to $80 trillion from before the 2008-2009 financial crisis. These inflation figures, they're psycho. They're absolute craziness. Madmen are running the global economy. Massive inflation is already here. They've doubled the money supply in 10 years. Now, the only question is whether or not you will sit back and watch as your currency is printed into total irrelevancy, or whether you will stack sats and then you will chill. Do not forget the second part. The chilling is very, very important. With untold trillions being dumped into the global economy, this case becomes stronger and stronger and stronger by the day to buy and to hold Bitcoin. That's what I'm doing anyway. But hey, I'm just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. And those are, of course, just my 2 Satoshis. What do you think? How long until we start seeing the inflationary effects of all of this money printing really coming home to roost? Will the dollar face hyperinflation as this money printing gets even more and more out of control? Every week there's billions and billions and billions more are being promised and thrown out into the economy. Or is this all just part of the program? Nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. 2 + 2 = 5. Go back to sleep. You let me know your opinion down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I super appreciate the time you take to come here and watch these videos. So really, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. None of this is possible without you and your support. So thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. And of course, if you did enjoy today's video, blammo, thumbs up button would be super awesome. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Long live the blockchain. Oh, and peace out till next time.